Confidence and competence are closely related. Their differences are what make them important, but how you use them together is what makes them so powerful. This is Neil Wadier with the Amped Mental Performance Podcast, exploring the 7 components of resilience. Last week in episode 5, I introduced the importance of resilience and the 7 components which help you develop and display resilience. Today, we are focusing on confidence and competence. Confidence is belief in yourself, belief in your abilities, and belief you can create and follow through with a development plan. Competence is your knowledge, skills, and abilities used to perform effectively. The primary difference is confidence is belief, competence is your demonstrated ability. Let's break that down a little bit further. Confidence is belief. Confidence dives deep into what you believe about yourself. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-belief, self-confidence. These are all interrelated. Self-worth is the value you give to yourself. It's how much you believe you are worthy as a person and how much you believe you deserve. Self-esteem is the way you perceive yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, and socially. It's the opinion you have of yourself and your abilities. Self-esteem and self-worth speak to the core of who you believe you are. Your self-perceived personal value. It can be influenced, good or bad, by other people and circumstances, but ultimately they are determined by you. You are worthy of love and respect. You are worthy of developing yourself and being a valuable member of your community. Confidence, self-worth, and self-esteem can be encouraged by following a deliberate plan leading to goal achievement and character development. In other words, confidence is encouraged by developing your competence. Competence is your knowledge, skills, and abilities. What you use to accomplish goals, perform well, and develop character. Think of the specific physical skills in your sport that you work on in practice. Think of the specific mental skills which help you perform better physically. These are what make up your competence. If you can create a sport-specific practice plan to develop a definite skill, you're focused on competence. Now, despite their unique definitions, confidence and competence balance, support, and develop each other in many ways. Let's say I want to complete a marathon. Even if I can't head out the door right now and complete 26.2 miles, I believe I can create and follow through with a 3-month plan that will get me there. I believe I can. I believe I am worthy of the effort. I believe I will follow through with the process. Now, likewise, if I engage in deliberate training and commit to a process which develops competence, I am likely to improve my confidence because I'm increasing my skills necessary to be successful. Both confidence and competence are relevant in athletic and academic performance. Confidence in your abilities can lead to taking on new challenges and pushing yourself to improve. Competence can lead to success in competition and in the classroom. Developing both can and likely will help you reach your full potential in all areas of your life. Now, once you start gaining confidence, and this is why a lot of times the little things done consistently over a long period of time have the biggest effect, because once you gain a little bit of confidence, you start to gain a little bit more, and that compounds. It multiplies, right? It becomes bigger and bigger. And not only do you become more confident, but confidence in one area of your life can encourage greater confidence in other areas of your life. Well, we can't be realistically optimistic about developing ourselves without understanding the downsides and how to overcome them. So you can be confident in your abilities, but not competent. Now, this sounds a lot like overconfidence, maybe overly positive or even arrogant. This could be due to an unrealistic assessment of your skills or what is necessary to succeed. It could also be lack of planning, which could lead to less development. Worst case, it could be arrogance, possibly based on some natural ability, which leads an athlete to rely more on talent and minimize training. And in the long run, you are not as good as you could be. Now, someone who is confident but not competent needs strong coaches and mentors to provide constructive feedback and set realistic goals while creating healthy boundaries, clearly defining standards of behavior and appropriate accountability to get them back on track to rely on the training and build their competence. Now, you can also be competent but not very confident in your abilities. Athletes who are competent but not confident may struggle with self-doubt or a lack of belief in their ability to perform, even when others see their hard work and their strong skills. In addition to underperformance and lack of consistency in results, this can be a pattern of unhealthy self-talk, which can have significant consequences beyond just sports performance. Helpful techniques for those who have high competence but low confidence could be visualization, seeing yourself performing well. We already talked about self-talk. Talk to yourself as if you would your best friend who is experiencing something similar. Chances are you have better words for them than you do yourself. Relaxation techniques are also very good. Breathing exercises and progressive muscle relaxation help direct your energy when you're experiencing anxiety and stress. And confidence can be built over time through consistent and deliberate effort. Now, be patient with yourself. The results take time. You have to trust the process. Now, for coaches and parents who want to help their athletes who might be struggling with confidence, provide positive reinforcement and specific feedback on performance. The important part here is if somebody is already lacking confidence, they don't need you pointing out what they've done wrong. Even in the case of an athlete who's doing things real well, but especially important when someone is lacking confidence, focus on the desired outcome. Just the desired outcome. And then if you see a mistake, don't talk about the mistake, but instead talk about what you want to see or what the desired skill looks like. Don't point out their mistakes. They're probably already focused on those things. If you're focused on bad, it keeps your mind focused on the bad. Other things that coaches and parents can do to help athletes who are low in confidence could be to set specific, challenging, but achievable goals. Small things that can help build their confidence. Some quick wins. Help the athlete identify mental barriers and encourage they talk with a mental performance coach. I'm here for you. Now, it's important for coaches and parents to understand that confidence is not something you can give to an athlete. It has to be developed over time and with the right support. It has to be a personal decision, a personal choice, and a personal road to success. You can help them. You can support them. Ultimately, it is the athlete's responsibility. You can't do it for them. You can't give it to them. And for many people, this is where the line is drawn between mental performance coaching and mental health counseling. A young student athlete who is struggling with self-belief can benefit from a professional relationship with a counselor or a therapist. If this sounds like you, I encourage you to seek the help and support of a qualified professional. Talking with coaches and friends may be helpful, but they may not be in the best position to determine exactly what you need to hear. If in doubt, talk to a counselor. The little things done consistently over a long period of time have the greatest effect. Consistent actions and behaviors are greater than occasional big efforts. Focus on becoming better every day. Perfection is an illusion, a dangerous, unattainable image. Instead of perfection, focus on excellence, the constant state of deliberate training, education, and practice, because you deserve to be better. The world deserves the best of you. Build your confidence, build your competence, build your resilience, and propel your performance from good to great. Thank you for listening to Amped Mental Performance Weekly Podcast, your source for optimal mental performance coaching. I have 2 tasks for you this week. First, choose one action from today's conversation to implement in your life. Second, share this podcast and community with someone who values their mental performance. I appreciate your direct message feedback and would appreciate your online review of the podcast. Your honest rating and review help me improve the show and helps others find our community. Visit Arizona Mental Performance Training on all the popular social media outlets and at ArizonaMPT.com. Optimal performance requires deliberate mental skills training. You don't get better by accident, you get better by intention. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of training. Are you ready to become deliberate with your mental skills, to live with intention, to train with a purpose? Stop playing games and train to become a champion. Check out the Amped weekly newsletter. Registration link is in the show notes or at ArizonaMPT.com. Check out 2 great options for you to work with Arizona Mental Performance Training. First, powerful one-on-one mental performance coaching customized to address your specific performance challenges. Second, the Amped Foundational Course, self-paced online mental performance training through the Amped Learning Academy. For more information about these options, check out ArizonaMPT.com or email hello@ArizonaMPT.com. Sign up today and propel your performance from good to great.